recording and I will just share. Okay, so this is what it was there. Now we will move. So we have started the unit number 2 and the syllabus, if we have gone through it. So the first point we have covered, that is the microcontroller hardware. The second point today we are going to cover is the addressing mode. So I am just expecting that you all are has completed the diploma, so you are having the basic knowledge of this. What is the particular the instructions, machine cycle, and this microprocessor. So with reference to that only, we are going to just explain here the 8051 microcontroller. So what is this addressing modes and all this one. So as a review of this one, the earlier whatever we have seen, so we have seen up to this particular point, that is the pinout diagram for this the 8051. So if you have gone through the this what study material sheet, so definitely you have gone through this particular pinout diagram and you have tried to draw it in the notebook. So how many has done this, I don't know, but it is expected from you, all of you, that you supposed to just go through it, draw in your notebook. This is the 40 pin IC of this 8051 as a controller. Okay, so before going to go to the next, that is the actual, so I want to just put the poll which is I have created. So active participation, it is been expected from all of you, that within a minute you're supposed to just click whatever you feel the answer is, so that you're supposed to give the answer. Afterwards we will have a discussion on that one. So just I'm going to launch this particular poll, and in front of your screen you can just check out that the poll. So 3 questions I just put over there. So it is expected from all of you that you just add your answers. One answer I got, 2 answer I got, 4 answer I got. Just choose your answer and submit. So this practice I just keeping always because of that, whatever you have learned in the earlier session, so it is easy for to get the knowledge to me, how much you have studied or you received the knowledge. 11 student has responded. The remaining also make it fast. 3 questions are there, so just the easy questions I have asked. Okay, 50% has given the answer. All right, what is this? Just a minute, what happened? Log from device. Cooling section is inactive. Just a minute. No, it is not. No, it is so. Okay, due to some issues, it is not applicable. No issue. So, how many student has given the answer? So, accordingly, we will just discuss on that. So, first question was asked. That is, what is ALE? So, it is a address latch enable. Few student has written the arithmetic, but it is not that one. So, it just separates the address lines and data lines. So, what is address lines and data lines? So data lines are nothing but it carries the actual data. And what is address lines? So they are carrying the address of the memory. So what is that? So step by step we will go here today itself. Second question was, how many ports are there in 8051? So correct answer is 4 ports are there. That is port 0, 1, 2 and 3. So that pinout diagram, if we have studied, so you might be gone through it. Then EA, pin 4 means it's a long form. That is what is it mean for? So it is the external access. So we had a discussion that we can connect the external memory to the 8051. So that time this pin has to enable to get access to the external memory. So that's why the external access is the correct answer for this one. Okay, so this is what the poll. And now come back to this particular pinout diagram, what we have gone through. So after that, today's point we are going to be start, that is types of addressing mode. So what is this addressing mode? So for that we should know first, that is what is the memory. So memory, it is nothing but a database in which the combination of rows and columns are there. That is, for example, if you are able to see in front of you this particular Excel sheet I have just prepared for you. So in this you can see the 2 columns, that is one is address and one is data. Is it visible on your screen? Can anyone?
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay, thank you. So in this screen you can see the one column is address and one column is data. So 61, 62, 63. So they are all the addresses. And on these addresses, the 21, 22, 23, 24, they are the data. Like what? As we know that in a city, there are so many houses are there. So each house is having its own address. And in each house, there are multiple number of the members are living in that house. So that becomes the data of that particular house. And this particular 61, 62, 63, they are the addresses of each house in that particular city. So that this is what the address lines concept is. And the data is whatever it is written in this particular the data column. So if anytime you want to get access to that particular family member, that is, for example, if you want to make a contact to the 25, that is the name of that family member. So you supposed to go first to the 65 and then you can take that particular data from that address, because the 65 is the address of that particular 25 family member. Is it? So this is what the internal memory structure it is been there in this particular the 8051. In addition to that, different registers are also available there. That is R1 to R7, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. So for that also one slide I want to show it to you. So this one. So just make it a little bit zoom, or from here only I will make it zoom. So here you can observe this is the internal RAM of 8051. Internal RAM of 8051. How it is been distributed? So the addresses of each one, it is been shown in this particular slide. So bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3. So they are the register groups in every bank. Bank means a collectively it has been called a bank, nothing else or different. And each bank is having 8 registers. In MCQ that can be asked. In each bank, 8 registers are there. That is R0, R1, R2, R7, R0, R1, R2, R7, R0, R1, R2, R3, R7, like that. So each one is having the memory location. So bank 0 R0 register is having the address 00H. Try to understand. Already you have might be gone through this one, but once again I am just explaining to you. So where is that maximize button? Now you can see more clearly. So bank 0, in that R0 register, if I want to get access, so what is the address of that R0? 00H. If similarly I want to get access to the R7 register of bank 3, so what is its address? So its address is 1FH. Share. Okay, so we were talking about this particular the registers. That is my question. I asked was, if I want to get access to R7 register of bank 3, so what is the address of that? So from this particular memory location, it is defined that 1FH is the address of that particular R7. So now I will ask one question, that if similarly I want to get access to the R0 register, listen carefully, R0 register of bank 2. So what is the address of R0 of bank 2? Can anyone try to give the answer? Any one of you can try. Bank 2 चा R0 register मला ऍक्सेस करायचा आहे, तर त्याचा ऍड्रेस काय आहे? Cannot get the answer for this question. So as far as you can see in this slide clearly, bank 2 चा R0 इथं लिहिलेला आहे and address is 10H. It is a address is 10H. जसं मी ह्या Excel sheet मध्ये तुम्हाला दाखवलं होतं. So from that also it is been clear that this is the address and this is the data. So all this particular the registers are there like this R1, R2, R3, R4. 4 बँक आहेत आणि प्रत्येक बँक मध्ये 8 registers आहेत, R0 to R7. So this we supposed to just keep in remember while we are just making the coding. So that time it is very beneficial. That is which register you are going to access from which bank. So that time we will come to know. So after that, these are the symbols. So whenever we are going for the coding or we are just looking at addressing modes. So at the rate, this is the symbol is used or it indicates the address. And if the hash is used, so it indicates the data. So that can be also asked in the MCQs, and for your knowledge, you're supposed to be remember. At the rate is indicates address, and hash it indicates the data. So this is what I want to just share with you before going for the addressing mode. Got it? So these are the few basic addressing modes are available in this particular 8051. So what is this addressing mode and what does it mean? How it is getting bifurcated in 5 categories: immediate addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and the last one, that is the indexed addressing mode. So these are the 5 addressing modes are here. So let us start with this the in detail, that one by one we will learn. So keep ready your pen and paper with you and note it down whenever you feel that it is a important sentence or this particular the point is there. Okay, so 5 addressing modes are there. So in that, the first we are going to look for the immediate addressing mode. So what it means, the immediate addressing mode. So what is happening in this particular mode? So immediate addressing mode, it is nothing but the source operand is constant. So before that, what the exactly instruction is there, so that also I will give a brief. Instruction म्हणजे काय? तर इन्स्ट्रक्शन ही आपल्या लँग्वेज मध्ये दोन प्रकारचे लँग्वेज आहेत, एक हाय लेवल लँग्वेज आणि एक लो लेवल लँग्वेज. हाय लेवल लँग्वेज म्हणजे एम्बेडेड सी लँग्वेज आणि लो लेवल लँग्वेज म्हणजे असेंब्ली लँग्वेज. In both the way you can write the program, whatever you feel easy that you can adopt for the writing the code. But in that, the hardware, that is 8051, is understanding only the machine level language. So for that, whenever you are going to write key add, that hardware is not getting that key what it exactly has the meaning. So it has some opcode. Opcode means operation code. So each instruction is having its own opcode. It is in the terms of zeros and ones only. That is the if it is converted into the hex code normally. So that is EA, EC, 1A, 10 in that way. So that is the opcode. So every instruction consists of two things. One is mnemonic and the other thing is the operand. What is operand? Operand means the actual data, and mnemonic means the what exactly the function of that instruction is. So I think here also it is mentioned over here. See in this slide. The addressing mode is the method to specify the operand of an instruction. त्या instruction इथं एक instruction पण लिहिलेली आहे, for example, through which we can have this particular the addressing mode. Depending on this particular operand and mnemonic, the different addressing modes are there. The job of a microprocessor is to execute a set of instructions stored in memory to perform a specific task. So this is a general sentence कि microprocessor चं काम काय. So operations require the following. What it requires? The first thing, the opcode. The opcode which determines what will be done. जे काय करायचं आहे ते त्या हार्डवेअरला कसं समजतं तर ह्या opcodeच्या माध्यमातून. What is the next one? That is operand. The operands which define the data to be used in the operation. की कुठल्या डेटावर काय प्रक्रिया करायची. So that is defined by this operand. So these two are very important. And this is what it is explained or shown in this particular example also. So mnemonic, comma, operand. He instruction aste move. So if you are familiar with the instruction for 8085 in the microprocessor, so that time you might be aware of this particular instruction. Move A, comma, hash 85H. It is written like that. म्हणजे काय ह्याचा अर्थ तो आपण पुढे बघणार आहोत. पण आता ह्या मोमेंटला व्हॉट इज टू बी कॉन्सन्ट्रेट. सो व्हॉट इज निमॉनिक अँड व्हॉट इज ऑपरँड अँड व्हॉट इज इट्स अपकोड. सो E5 ही जर पर्टिक्युलर इन्स्ट्रक्शन आहे मूव ए #85 ही आपल्याला समजते, परंतु मशीनला समजत नाही. मशीनला काय समजतं तर ओनली दिस पर्टिक्युलर E5. सो there is a one compiler which converts your this instruction into the opcode. आता E5 कसं समजतं मशीनला तर E5 it is a hex code. It is going to be convert into the binary. E5 चं binary काय हो? So if you are remembering you in your second year the digital technique you have just learned the data conversion. So E1110 correct and 50101 correct. So in that format this particular coding is going to be stored. ज्यावेळेस त्या मशीनला इनपुट येतं E5 so that time it will come to know that की what the user want move a #85h. तर अशा पद्धतीनं हे अपकोड, निमॉनिक आणि ऑपरँड इट इज अवेलेबल देअर इन each instruction. For each instruction the opcode is unique one. It is a different for different instructions. So first we will go for the immediate addressing mode. So what it tells, in this addressing mode the source operand is constant. म्हणजे जे #85 is a constant म्हणजे इंटिजर आकडा कुठला तरी असतो. So in immediate addressing mode when the instruction is assembled the operand comes immediately after the opcode. So with the help of this particular example only we will come to know. The immediate data must be preceded by hash. हे महत्वाचं सेंटेन्स आहे. So it can be asked in the your MCQ itself. The immediate data must be preceded by hash. This addressing mode can be used to load information into any of the register or DPTR. आता हे DPTR काय आहे? In the coming units we are going to focus on that data pointer that we will see in coming session. So here few examples also I have added. Immediate addressing mode म्हणजे काय तर डायरेक्ट डेटा त्या पर्टिक्युलर रजिस्टर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करायचा आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल द फर्स्ट इन्स्ट्रक्शन मूव ए #25h. याचा अर्थ काय लोड 25h into A. A stands for accumulator. Very good. So in the this 51 also A stands for the accumulator. In this 8051 two main registers are there, A and B. जसं accumulator आहे तसंच B नावाचा पण एक रजिस्टर आहे. दोघांची कॅपॅसिटी 8 बिटचीच आहे, 8 बिट रजिस्टर. अँड इन ऍडिशन टू दिस टू मी जे सांगितले की 4 बँक 0, बँक 1, बँक 2 अँड बँक 3. each one is having 8 registers. प्रत्येकाची नावं R0 to R7 अशीच आहेत. R0, R1, R2, R3, R0, R1, R2, R3 up to R7 in each bank. पण प्रत्येकाचे ऍड्रेस मात्र वेगवेगळे आहेत. जर तुम्हाला बँक 1 मधला R0 ऍड्रेस ऍक्सेस करायचा असेल तर वेगळा ऍड्रेस आहे. बँक 2 मधला R0 ऍक्सेस करायचा असेल तर ऍड्रेस वेगळा आहे. सो दॅट मेमरी मॅप वी विल सी इन द coming session. So this is what the first example move A #25h. तर ह्याचा अर्थ काय की 25 हा डेटा आहे इंटिजर, तो अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करा. तसंच दुसरं एक्झाम्पल बघा मूव R4, #62. ह्याचा अर्थ काय लोड द डेसिमल व्हॅल्यू 62. आता डेसिमल व्हॅल्यू आणि पहिल्या आणि ह्या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये काय फरक आहे? गिव्ह अ लिटिल कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन हिअर. तर पहिल्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये A इज रिप्लेस बाय R4 जर बघायला गेलं तर. A म्हणजे अक्युमुलेटर 8 बिट कॅपॅसिटी, R4 is also one type of register whose capacity is 8 bit. पहिल्या instruction मध्ये 25 that is 25 is transferred to accumulator, and in this 62 is going to be transferred to this R4. मग फरक काय दोन्हीत? So the difference is of this H. So in first instruction the data is in the form of hexadecimal. आणि इथं काहीच लिहिलेलं नाहीये. काहीच लिहिलेलं नाहीये म्हणजे हे डेसिमल व्हॅल्यू कायम लक्षात ठेवा. So this decimal value 62, it is going to be transferred into this R4. Similarly, this move dptr, hash 4532h. याचा अर्थ पण तसाच आहे, फक्त dptr ची कॅपॅसिटी ही 16 बीट ची आहे. जसं AR4 बाकीचे रजिस्टर मी म्हणलं की 8 बीट. So here dptr data pointer याची कॅपॅसिटी आहे 16 बीट. So the data will be more. That is hash 4532h like this. So it is the immediate addressing mode. Got it, all of you? So we will go to the next addressing mode, that is direct addressing mode. आता name itself it is telling की direct addressing mode म्हणजे जे instructions मध्ये लिहिलेलं आहे ते that is indicating the address. इथं हॅश नाहीये. मागाच्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये काय फरक आहे मेनली? सो नो हॅश इज देअर हिअर. म्हणजे इथं हे जे 40h आहे, सो दिस इज नॉट द डेटा. 40h जे आहे इट इज नॉट द डेटा, इट इज अ ऍड्रेस. ऍड्रेस कुठला तर रॅमचा. रॅम कुठली तर इनबिल्ट जी रॅम आहे 8051 ला ती. How much the inbuilt RAM the 8051 has? It is having 128 bytes. The RAM it has inbuilt in 8051. तर त्यातला ऍड्रेस वरचा जो डेटा आहे, so that can be transferred to the R0. Move म्हणजे ट्रान्सफर. कुठून कुठे ट्रान्सफर करायचा आहे? राईट टू द लेफ्ट. तर आता इथं हॅश नाहीये म्हणजे दिस इज इंडिकेटिंग द ऍड्रेस. 40h या ऍड्रेसवर असलेला डेटा R0 या रेजिस्टर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करा. सो दिस इज ॲज सिम्पल ॲज दिस वन, द इन्स्ट्रक्शन इट्स मेन. Similarly, go for the next instruction, that is direct addressing mode. So here what it mean? Move 56h, A. A म्हणजे accumulator, that we know. तर A मधला डेटा 56 ऍड्रेस वर मूव करा. A मधला डेटा 56 ऍड्रेस वर मूव करा. So this is what the direct addressing mode. Got it? Then we will go for the register direct addressing mode. It is the name it's given, register addressing mode commonly, but we can also rename it as register direct addressing mode. So why it is called the register addressing mode? Because in this no data is available or no address is also available. Here all are the registers only. जसं ह्या instruction मध्ये लिहिलेलं आहे, move A, R0, move R2, A, add A, R5. तर इथं सगळे रेजिस्टर्सच आहेत. डेटा तुम्हाला कुठे दिसतोय का? 40, 60, 55 नाही. नो हॅश, नथिंग एल्स. ओनली इट इज डीलिंग विथ द रेजिस्टर्स. सो दॅट्स वाय द नेम इज रेजिस्टर ऍड्रेसिंग मोड. तर पहिल्याचं मिनिंग काय? R0 मधला डेटा अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करा. दुसऱ्याचं मिनिंग काय? अक्युमुलेटर मधला डेटा R2 मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करा. तिसऱ्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचा अर्थ काय? R5 मधला डेटा आणि अक्युमुलेटर मधला डेटा यांची ऍडिशन करा आणि जे उत्तर येईल ते कुठे स्टोअर करा? तर अक्युमुलेटर मध्येच. So if you are aware of this the instruction in 8085, so definitely you will get the meaning of this one. So this is register addressing mode. Next we will go for the register indirect addressing mode. आता हे मगाच्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये आणि ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये काय फरक आहे? फक्त मगाची होती रजिस्टर डायरेक्ट ऍड्रेसिंग मोड अँड नाव रजिस्टर इनडायरेक्ट ऍड्रेसिंग मोड. So what is the difference? Difference is of only at the rate. Difference is of only at the rate. And in this, the only R0 and R1, these two registers are only been used. So that is also very important line in MCQ also. It can be added. कुठल्या मोड मध्ये? रजिस्टर इनडायरेक्ट ऍड्रेसिंग मोड मध्ये फक्त R0 आणि R1 हे दोनच रेजिस्टर्स वापरले जातात. हाऊ? विथ द हेल्प ऑफ एक्झाम्पल हिअर वी कॅन लर्न. दोन इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स दिलेले आहेत. पहिली इन्स्ट्रक्शन बघा, मूव्ह ए ऍट द रेट R0. आता आठवा की मी एक्सेल शीट मध्ये तुम्हाला दाखवलं होतं की हॅश इज इंडिकेटिंग डेटा, हॅश इज इंडिकेटिंग डेटा आणि ऍट द रेट इज इंडिकेटिंग द ऍड्रेस. ऍट द रेट इज इंडिकेटिंग द ऍड्रेस. मग पहिल्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचा अर्थ काय की R0 चा जो ऍड्रेस आहे, R0 चा जो ऍड्रेस इथे दिलेला आहे त्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे, त्या ऍड्रेसवर जो डेटा आहे तो डेटा अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करा. That is what, read this sentence carefully, the comment. Move contents of RAM location whose address is held by R0, whose address is held by R0 into A. R0 मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेस वर जो डेटा आहे तो डेटा अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये ट्रान्सफर करा. This is the what, a little added the meaning of this particular instruction. Similarly, if we will go for the next instruction, this one, move at the rate R1, B. वाचा बरं कमेंट आणि बघा बरं तुम्हाला कन्सेप्ट समजतोय का? Move contents of B into RAM location whose address is held by R1. म्हणजे बीतला डेटा ट्रान्सफर करा कुठं? ऍड्रेसवर. कुठल्या ऍड्रेसवर? की जो R1 मध्ये स्टोअर केलेला आहे, की जो R1 मध्ये स्टोअर केलेला आहे. सो दिस इज हाऊ दिस पर्टिक्युलर द इनडायरेक्ट रजिस्टर ऍड्रेसिंग मोड or register indirect addressing mode is here. Got it, all of you? These four modes we have seen. Next one, that is the last addressing mode, that is the indexed addressing mode. So this we will focus in the next session, because I want to just focus because earlier these four are similar to each other and this indexed is a different one. So this one we will see in the next session, but before that I want to just get it added to your this particular the addressing modes examples. So all of you be here attentive. Yes. So you can see in front of you the screen, whatever it is there. So address ahet, data ahe, आणि right hand side la few instructions I have written. So this is a recall for you also, and if you understand, so you can just add the answers also here. तर पहिली instruction काय आहे बघा, move a comma hash 66h. तर आउटपुट काय असेल? डेफिनेटली आउटपुट विल बी इन ए. ए चे कंटेंट काय असतील ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स नंतर? इथं हा टेबल आहे म्हणजे तुमच्या सपोर्टिंग साठी. सो लेट अस जज ओनली. कॅन एनीवन वॉन्ट टू गिव्ह द आन्सर फॉर दिस? ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर अक्युमुलेटरचा डेटा काय असेल? Even though it is wrong, I am expecting from you. Just unmute yourself and tell quickly so that I will see here. Otherwise, I don't have the time for getting into the chat. Can anyone?
Hash 66H.
Okay, very good, madam. So hash is indicating ki the whatever the written in front of that is the data. तर ए मध्ये काय जाणार आहे तर 66 जाणार आहे. ए मध्ये काय जाणार आहे तर 66 हा डेटा जाणार आहे. गॉट इट. नेक्स्ट मूव ए 66H ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स दिलेली आहे. तर ह्याचं आउटपुट काय असेल? डेफिनेटली द आउटपुट विल बी इन ए. ए मधलं कंटेंट काय असेल ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स नंतर? Now it is important to see here the left hand side also. Move A 66H. या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर accumulator मध्ये काय असेल? Can anyone?
66H असेल.
Okay. Any different answer anyone want to give?
26.
Okay. Thank you, madam. So here hash is not there. म्हणजे हा डेटा नाहीये. तर हा डायरेक्ट ऍड्रेसिंग मोड आहे. म्हणजे हा आहे ऍड्रेस. ऍड्रेस म्हणल्यावर इथं हा टेबल मी रिफर करा म्हणलं. तर 66 ऍड्रेसला काय डेटा आहे? 26. तर हा 26 डेटा ह्या अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये जाणार आहे. Get it, understand this one. Very good try. Next, move A, comma, @R1. See this particular the left hand side the screen and accordingly move A @R1. ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर ए मध्ये काय कंटेंट असतील तुमच्या मते?
$65.
Very good answer. At the first attempt only I got the correct answer. ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचा मीनिंग काय की ऍड्रेस ऑफ R1. ऍड्रेस ऑफ R1 म्हणजे R1 चा जो ऍड्रेस आहे तर तिथं जो डेटा स्टोअर केलेला आहे, तिथं जर जो डेटा स्टोअर केलेला आहे तर हा डेटा नाहीये, हा ऍड्रेस आहे. @R1 म्हणजे R1 मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेसला जो डेटा आहे तो ट्रान्सफर करा, असा थोडासा मीनिंग आहे. गेट इट, अंडरस्टँड. ऍड्रेस ऑफ R1. R1 मध्ये काय ऍड्रेस आहे? 65. 65 ऍड्रेस वर काय डेटा आहे? 25. सो दॅट डेटा विल बी ट्रान्सफर्ड टू द A. So sorry to say, madam, but this 25 is the correct answer for this. Now, okay, similar here. Move @R1, comma A. Move @R1, comma A. ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर R1 चा डेटा कंटेंट काय असतील? R1 चा कंटेंट काय असतील? ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचा अर्थ काय हे मी पहिल्यांदा सांगतो. ए मधला जो डेटा आहे, ए मधला जो डेटा आहे, सो दॅट इज ट्रान्सफर्ड कुठं? तर R1 मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेसला. R1 मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे त्या ऍड्रेसला ए मधला डेटा ट्रान्सफर करा. सो नाउ दिस I will just make it highlight over here. So this one. तर अक्युमुलेटर मध्ये कुठला काय डेटा आहे सध्या? 25. सो वेअर टू बी ट्रान्सफर? ऍड्रेस ऑफ R1. म्हणजे R1 मध्ये जो ऍड्रेस आहे 65 म्हणजे दिस 25 इज अगेन रिप्लेस बाय दिस 25. इथं आता सेमच डेटा आहे त्यामुळं 25चं 25 राहतं. बट इफ इट वॉज डिफरंट तर इथला जो हा डेटा आहे 25, it will get replaced by this the content of accumulator. असा ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शनचा अर्थ आहे. सो बोथ दीज आर फ्रॉम द सेम फॅमिली. अँड ॲट द लास्ट वन मोर इन्स्ट्रक्शन इज देअर, रजिस्टर डायरेक्ट ऍड्रेसिंग मोड. म्हणजे ह्या दोन्हीत रजिस्टर्स आहेत. मूव ए कॉमा R1. आता ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर ए चे कंटेंट काय असतील? ह्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन नंतर ए चे कंटेंट काय असतील? अगेन अनम्यूट अँड ट्राय टू टेल. ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन हायलाइट केलेली आणि ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन काय फरक आहे ते बघा आणि त्यानुसार आन्सर द्यायचा प्रयत्न करा.
Mm, 65.
So let us see what is the correct answer. Move A, R1. इथं काय डायरेक्टली R1 मध्ये जो डेटा आहे मग काही असू देतो. सो दॅट इज गोइंग टू बी कन्वर्ट इन टू द A. R1 कुठे आहे सध्या? R1 इथे आहे. तिथं काय डेटा आहे? 65. So that 65 is going to be transferred to the A. So definitely the correct answer will be the 65. So this is how this particular the all addressing modes are there, and according to the this positions and the registers data values, there are the 5 categories are there. So in that 5 categories, 4 categories we have seen today. Okay, so first is the immediate addressing mode, then it is the direct addressing mode, then register direct and register indirect addressing mode. So in that way, we have seen the 4 addressing modes. So in next session also, we will try to focus a little bit this one. At the start, you will feel that it is a confusion or but if we will do the practice or you at your own do the practice, so definitely it will create a interest in you, because based on this only we have to write the coding also. In the 3rd unit, coding also we are going to write here. Okay, so thank you for your participation. Just put your attendance in the chat box as the 2:30 is already been done. So the next class will be at 3 only, 3 o'clock. So thank you for making me available at 1:30. So just put your attendance in the chat box and you can leave. But attend the CIP class. So that is also very important at 3 o'clock. Thank you. Roll number 2. Are you there, madam?
Yes, sir.
मॅडम आजपासून तुम्ही रेग्युलर क्लासेस अटेंड करणार?
हो करणार आहे सर.
Very good, madam. Okay, so that one Google form is passed on the group, so please fill that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, madam. Don't forget to write your roll number in the chat box. After that only you can leave the session.